Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. In the small matters, trust the mind. In the large ones, the heart. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strengths. Analogies, it is true, decide nothing, but they can make one feel more at home. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth in uglier ways. Before you diagnose yourself with depression or low self-esteem, first make sure that you are not, in fact, just surrounded by unpleasant people. Just as no one can be forced into belief, so no one can be forced into unbelief. Flowers are restful to look at. They have neither emotions nor conflict. The only person with whom you have to compare yourself is you in the past. A man should not strive to eliminate his complexes, but to get into accord with them. They are legitimately what directs his conduct in the world. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. There is a powerful force within us, an unilluminated part of the mind, separate from conscious mind, that is constantly at work molding our thoughts, feelings and actions. Dreams are often most profound when they seem the most crazy. Most people do not want freedom because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. When one does not have what one wants, one must want what one has. I suppose that romantic love was invented as a brilliant means of seduction. If you don't like a person, it is because they remind you of something you don't like about yourself. We choose not randomly each other. We meet only those who already exist in our subconscious. The liberty of the individual is no gift of civilization. It was greatest before there was any civilization. Human life should not be considered as the proper material for wild experiments. I cannot think of any need in childhood as strong as the need for a father's protection. Words and magic were in the beginning one and the same thing, and even today, words retain much of their magical power. We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love. The mind is like an iceberg. It floats with 1/7 of its bulk over water. Children are completely egoistic. They feel their need intensely and strive ruthlessly to satisfy them. The challenge of leadership is to be strong, but not rude. Be kind, but not weak. Be bold, but not bully. Be thoughtful, but not lazy. Be humble, but not timid. Be proud, but not arrogant. Have humor, but without folly. When I am criticized, I can defend myself, but I am powerless against the praise. Whoever loves becomes humble. Those who love have, so to speak, found a part of their narcissism. We are what we are because we have been what we have been. And what is needed for solving the problem of human life and motives is not moral estimates, but more knowledge. What does a woman want? The great question that has never been answered, and which I have not yet been able to answer, despite my 30 years of research into the feminine soul. Men are more moral than they think and far more immoral than they can imagine. No matter how much restriction civilization imposes on the individual, he nevertheless finds some way to circumvent it, which is the best safety valve modern man has evolved. The more civilization, the more repression, the more need there is for it.